to another incredible episode of Open Up and Bleed.
Fucking incredible.
I know you're probably sitting there, all million viewers sitting there confused.
Who is this person?
Well, the other way around. Like, I know this guy.
Yeah.
This is
the old Chinese
or is
rocks
this
buddy.
Chinese Rocks yet again? And then
not.
the answer is no. It's actually Open Up and Bleed, which is a great new show that replaced Chinese Rocks.
Yeah, my new favorite show on.
Much the
K-Show.
same way that what do you call it? Rosh
Joey-
Hashanah.
Joey replaced Friends.
I was gonna say like Rosh Hashanah replaced or Easter replaced Rosh Hashanah.
Right.
And Christmas replaced Hanukkah.
Or whatever the
And-
pagan holiday was.
Exactly, and then the Jews just replaced the pagan. Oh yeah, I just want to turn this tape off. God,
The tape.
the tape. I love the music, but I came for the music, but I stayed for the cannolis. No, I still hear it.
I
Don't you hear it?
definitely hear it.
What's it playing off of?
It's the turntables. I don't know what there you go. It was the turntables, not the tape.
Oh yeah.
I turned it down.
Turn
All right,
it on.
guys.
That music
Thanks,
was.
Brian.
That music. Wow, that music was so my style. Oh yeah, is it actually
That's like
Hector Berlioz?
Perfect sex music.
Oh, I thought you were like literally saying it's Symphony Fantastique.
Yeah, well, no, it's that too.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's like harem music from
It's
like
like-
the
And then
1890s.
they start firing off cannons right when you come, right?
Let's
Is that what
turn the
happens?
fan off. I think the fan is.
Okay, I
horrible.
might get hot, but it's loud.
Wow, the delay
Look at
is,
that delay.
is sexy. Okay,
Mm.
so Brent, I welcome you back to this space.
Thank you so much.
It's no longer a shared safe space like Chinese Rocks was. It's
Was
now
it a safe space before?
when it was Chinese Rocks, it was such a safe space. Like
Right.
anyone could come here and just feel totally blissed out safe.
Sure.
Now it's Open Up and Bleed, a very vulnerable, unsafe space where
I'm ready
people.
to get so emotional.
Let's get emotional. Let's just kick it off right off the bat. I've been thinking, when I think about you and
Right.
us,
Me.
I think about legacy.
I like to only think about me. So.
Well, right. Well, I think about us too because I'm more socially inclined.
Right.
I'm a social
That's
butterfly.
very true.
I love to collaborate. I
Right.
love other people's opinions and their just their
Okay.
creativity. Like you had a lot of creativity. I think about our legacy
Tomatoes, tomatoes.
and kind of lack thereof. I feel like we did 180 episodes of our show or something like
That
that.
is true. Yeah.
And literally no one cared
Fell
at the
on deaf
beginning.
ears.
Yeah, no one cared at the end. And much to sort of like the contrary of the popular narrative of
Right.
social media stick-to-itiveness and a certain DIY subversive darlings, we never gained an audience, a loyal
Right.
following.
It was pure radio Darwinism.
You mean we just died
Yeah,
out?
we just died.
Oh, was it though? I mean, it's.
Or it's the K-Chunk curse.
I don't know. Look, I would say half the
What
DJs
show has gone viral?
half the
on
DJs
K-Chunk?
on K-Chung have thousands and thousands and thousands
Well,
of
we
fans.
always claim to have thousands and thousands.
But yeah, but my show now, this is only my 7th episode, and I have millions.
I
Because
guess
I'm
you're doing way
I'm
better
doing
without
it right.
Right.
I'm
I
doing
was
it right.
It wrong.
Do you love these? What do you think of Trump?
I do love seeing him in the media.
Donald Trump,
He
right?
just keeps. Should I be holding this?
I don't know. I just feel like maybe, yeah, hold
I
it.
can try holding it. Might give more of a Rollins vibe. I went to a show last night and Henry Rollins was there.
Oh, really?
At
Did
a
he
Ty
perform?
Segall show.
Did he perform or just
He
watch?
just watched.
He's a music lover, or as he would call himself, a music fanatic.
Yeah.
Fanatic.
Right.
I told you about the time that I met him and I told him I was a fanatic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
You're
never
right.
returned any of my
You're-
emails.
you're
I'm
the
calling
man.
you out on air, Rollins. Henry. You told me it's easy to contact you. Henry on the radio, Gmail, you told me.
He remembers you. He just doesn't want to deal with it. Like that's.
Hey,
that's
I'm the motherfucker who's not going away, Rollins. I'll catch you at the next DIY punk concert. I'll put my fucking hands around your throat. And even though
Rip
the
his
fingers,
white hair straight
even
off
though
his
the
scalp.
fingers won't be able to touch
You can still kill someone.
I will choke your ass.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if, are you familiar, did you see this mildly viral and highly entertaining video of Ghostface Killah, like, addressing Action Bronson for being a little bitch, a little fat bitch. He's like, I got niggas who are gonna kill you, nobody can. Like, they don't live anywhere, so no one's gonna find them.
Right.
They don't live anywhere. And he had the best posture when he was like doing it, you know.
I love how he was like playing that song that you could barely follow, and he'd just like be like, "See that right there?"
The only reason I bring it up is, don't you think it would be funny if Rollins, Henry, heard me calling him out here and then issued a similar, "You won't put your hands around my neck."
Get your name out of your
yeah. Do not say my name.
Like in the most stilted manner.
Do not say my name.
All right. We're going deep already. I can see it.
Well, I mean, look.
Cultural.
If you had to choose, a DJ persona, do you prefer Rollins or me?
Well, you're not a DJ anymore.
This is DJ. I'm on air. I'm jockeying.
You're not jockeying discs.
Yeah, I'm jockeying discs.
You are.
Yeah, and discussions. I'm a discussion jockey.
Right.
Have you ever had a concussion, Brent?
I've never had a concussion or a discussion.
You've had so many discussions.
I avoid discussions. Like
okay, so basically, I think we've come to the conclusion that we have no legacy. Chinese Rocks has no legacy.
Sure, but that's fine.
Then I was watching, right before I got here, the director's cut of Amadeus.
Right.
And that movie is also about music lovers.
Sure.
And it concerns itself specifically with legacy. Salieri, who at one point proclaims to have been the most popular composer in all of Europe, 30 years later is regarded as a nothing fool.
Right.
And his arch nemesis, the child of God, Mozart, is celebrated by all around the planet, not just Europe.
Well, remember that phase maybe like 1-2 years ago when we were like serially trying to poison people in the Chinatown area?
We were?
Yeah, a la Salieri. Isn't he like slowly poisoning?
No, well, it was more mental
it's all
poisoning.
Mental?
It's all mental. He didn't do anything. He just forced him to write this death requiem at the height of his sort of
consumption.
Yeah, exactly. His physical breakdown.
Right.
And so that led to although none of that is real.
Right.
That is all heavily dramatized.
Super dramatic.
One thing that's super dramatic, but has been basically verified as real, is that one of the, I would say, 3 to 5 mascots of our former show, Kim Cowley, or at least kind of a go-to musician. We even did a whole dedication show to him. After his death, I think maybe the only person we did that for besides him was maybe Lou Reed.
I think we didn't even do that.
We didn't even do that.
We just took the show off for Lou Reed's death.
We did? We didn't even come. So basically, he's the only one who got a tribute in our show. And he posthumously has been confirmed as well, I guess everybody kind of knew he was a scumbag.
That's where our legacy lies, is like serial rapists, criminals in jail.
Yeah, he's a rapist, right? And he raped one of the runaways.
Well, probably more than one, who knows?
Potentially more. And
he raped them all at once, somehow.
And I mean, how does that make us bad for celebrating his music?
It makes you bad.
Makes me bad? Why?
You're the one who always
oh, come on. Don't. No, I mean,
putting us on.
You're like recasting it in your mind. You're saying it like you never played a Kim Cowley song without me. Like you didn't like his music.
Well, both of those things are kind of true.
Dude, you played Kim Cowley song.
I played Bama Lama Ring Wrong or whatever once. But
okay, so I'm the rape celebrator.
Yeah, you're the rape monger for sure. Okay,
well then I guess that's a question.
My card is clean.
I guess that's a question I have to ask myself.
Yeah, ask yourself.
I haven't actively listened to Kim Cowley since reading the in-depth sort of whatever, but I assume one day I will listen to it again and potentially enjoy the music. And does that make me a horrible person?
Well, you're allowed to. I mean, you have like this is just like something that's an evergreen that comes in and out of your life. Like the.
No, I'm just saying, how much does context play into
this was so
creative?
much of your conversation, like fodder, say 1.5 years ago when Woody Allen, all that was happening. You just love identifying with like what you perceive to be the underdog.
The underdog? No, the underdog is clearly the person who has been traumatized and damaged by an exploitative person in power.
Yeah.
Okay, in this case was Kim Cowley. Right, was the person in power.
Well, that's an underdog one-on-one. Like they're an underdog like in a one-on-one context. But they become vilified by all of society, so they become an underdog on a much larger scale.
No, I don't have any sympathy for Kim Cowley. I'm just wondering how to approach someone's legacy.
Their work.
Their work,
like, should you abandon it?
Does it matter for the work?
Well, I guess it like.
I mean, bears, look. Did we talk about what?
I guess it just bears like questioning like what you find valuable in the work, because like something like Woody Allen, it's a little easier to parse like the talent.
Is it? I mean, what you value in Woody Allen is like his comedic sensibilities and his particular perspective and viewpoint on the world.
Right.
Right. And if he is, well, I don't think that the record is really like out on Woody Allen.
What do you mean?
Like I think like the Kim Cowley situation is much more
Cosby type situation.
Yeah, much more. You know.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe I'm a scumbag or something. But
I just don't even know, like, because I never read that article.
Well, there were people there. You know, there were people who witnessed the whole thing. There were people who witnessed the whole thing. Whereas with Woody Allen, it's just two different accounts.
Right.
All right.
Sure.
I don't know.
So you're talking about now also a dead man's legacy, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And we can talk about
I think
Lunsford's legacy.
I don't think.
As well.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that on Craigslist?
I saw that, dude. I saw it. Well, I have my own experience with him.
A negativo.
A few days before all that, like a week or two. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't want to get into it too much, but
you don't have to.
No, I mean, look, I asked him.
He's just a protege of Kim Cowley for all of the.
I didn't know that he was. Look, I don't have the best drug dar, you know.
Okay, right.
And
because you're not a user yourself.
I'm not a user, so I like to take people at face value.
Sure.
And just be like, if someone has like really high energy, manic energy, like I think that's interesting, and I think it's cool to harness that.
Right.
You know, and those are sort of people. I'm drawn to very shy people. I'm drawn to very energetic people. I'm drawn to knowledgeable people. Sure. Flannery seems to be a very knowledgeable, energetic person. So I asked him for help with my short film that I was making.
Right.
And he brought a certain energy that was like, wasn't right for everybody. Did not feel correct.
Was he acting in it?
No, he was just helping like art directed and
flashing with people.
Yeah, he just had he just brought a vibe that was very uncollaborative.
Right.
And so I had to ask him basically to not help anymore. You know, and which I don't like doing, and I generally don't do on my sets.
Sure.
You know, but he kind of took it far, and then I felt bad, and then I read the stuff. I mean, you're referring to like a Facebook post that was like related to a Craigslist ad that was basically vilifying him for trashing a room that he sublet from someone.
Sure.
And someone said,
which also has gone viral because I like searched for it on Google and it just came up on like Reddit or whatever.
Okay, well there it goes. So it's like, I mean, there's a lot of shit. Like the other day, a girl in New York posted a thing about like this guy I was going out with is a sexual predator.
Oh right. Yeah.
You saw that, right?
I didn't.
It's like he abused me. He abused me. Here are the pics. Right. He's been fucking mad chicks with no protection. And then the guy himself addressed it 2 days ago and was like, this girl is really unbalanced, really unstable. Talk to like my 10 ex-girlfriends.
Sure.
Talk to any of my friends. We were fighting all the time when we were going out.
Yeah.
The second I broke up with her, she's been blackmailing me. And so you don't really know who to believe. I mean, those pictures of her bruises look very convincing, you know? And so I was totally like, whoa, this guy, I don't know who the guy is. So I'm like, fuck this guy. This guy's a total piece of shit. And I looked at his picture, and I was like, whoa, this is like, you know, this guy, I mean, why'd she even go out with the guy? I don't think he's very attractive, but that's just me. You know, I'm not attracted to guys. So, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a way, but like, unless, but then the fact that he addressed it kind of, I still, like, how did she get those bruises on one hand, but on the other hand, like, yeah, I guess she I don't know, you know, it's hard to adjudicate these things.
Especially on the things on the internet.
It's like, unless you've
no references.
If you have no references,
you just assume that things are, like, information's tainted. I don't bring up Flannery Lunsford to like cast more shame on him. I just bring it up because it's like kind of funny that it came out the same week as his mentor Kim Cowley getting like smeared across like
exposed.
The internet.
I mean, I felt both of them felt like exposure to me. Sure. But yeah, I wouldn't want to throw shame on Flannery because I felt
it's also
sad.
Just like a really hilariously written.
Yeah, I think the way that the person, well, they wrote it in the voice of "I am Flannery. If you want me to destroy your shit, let me sublet your place." But like, I feel bad for her. I feel bad for him. Not just the shaming. I feel bad for him that like he is in a place emotionally and psychologically where basically he's not stable. You know?
Yeah, if that's all true.
I would assume that if it's true that he's a drug user, then he's not emotionally and psychologically stable. And that's and sorry if I have a real like Reagan attitude towards it, but I would say people who are like hardcore drug users are not psychologically stable, and I wouldn't trust them.
Yeah.
But I don't know, you know, I don't hang out with musicians anymore. I just hang out with my girlfriend.
Right. You've lost all contact.
I mean, yeah, you know, when I used to hang out with a lot of musicians, I'd say, like, it's a safe bet that half the people there were drug artists.
Drug artists.
Yeah.
I like that, drug artists. All right, let's get deeper.
Okay, let's get deeper. So I am just thinking about, like, legacy, right? Because, like, now anyone can kind of have a legacy. Like, it used to be like the best thing you were gonna get was a couple of Polaroids.
Right. Now everyone has a Google search.
And maybe like a yearbook photo. Maybe like a yearbook photo. Sure, and if you worked at a company long enough, the company might honor you. But now it's like, yeah, you got an identity that could live on in bytes, megabytes, and gigabytes forever.
Sure. Instagram,
Facebook, whatever. You're more or less in control of it. A blog. I mean, I think everyone.
Another form of media, which is like existed at least this past century.
Yeah, I know, but like, you know, like you have to work pretty hard like 40 years ago to like publish a book with your name on it.
Sure.
Or like have a TV show.
Yeah.
Or like have your photos be seen by the general public.
Right.
Now, a lot of people, you know, there's a record of you. There's traces of people now. And I wonder I wonder what I just think about, like, okay, like, is that why I'm making movies? Like, is it to have like a legacy? If that's why, I should just spend a lot more time writing the blog. It's way less labor intensive and less money, and I could probably get a job.
Well, movies like have the potential to like create a bigger splash.
I thought you were gonna say Comic Way change the world.
Yeah, change the world. Change how young people see the world.
I was so surprised last night at 2 a.m. Okay. I watched a movie that I thought was gonna suck. I almost watched it. I'm like, I'm gonna watch the first 10 minutes, and I was right. It sucked and turned it off. But I loved it.
What was it?
It was called It Follows.
Oh, you turned it off because it sucks.
No. Going into it, I was gonna be like, this sucks.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to watch this shit. I know it's gonna suck, and I loved it. I ended up enjoying it.
The whole thing.
I watched the whole thing with pleasure.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch that.
You haven't seen it. You should see it.
Yeah.
It basically liberally grabs from the greatest hits of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and today.
Sure.
In terms of its sort of like aesthetic, like the world it exists in.
Yeah.
Like where you could place it. Like the cars look nice because they're basically from the 70s and early 80s.
Right.
And like, but there's a girl with like a really weird smart Kindle device in it. And
so many movies. Like, I don't know. You're not selling me on the like.
No, I don't know.
Play with that.
No,
any kind of aesthetic.
It has like look. It has, but it has like the visual language of something like Jean Rollin meets like a more contemporary sort of long take filmmaker, like you know Timing Liang meets like straight up John Carpenter. So there's like this sort of like, and it works well with the story. I think the trick to making a really good simple movie.
Horror movie
or any really successful movie is like it has to be about like vision. Like if you can come up with a concept for a movie that's about like what a character sees and like what they don't see, and that is the primary conceit of the story. Yeah, that is going to be, if you do it well, a very successful piece of cinema.
Like you think like successful at the bottom. At the BO, the box.
On all levels, I think.
Like,
I think
that's
conception.
a fundamental thing.
Yeah,
cinema.
That is one small step towards making a masterpiece.
If your movie with the medium.
No, just if your movie is directly dealing. Look, you can make a masterpiece without worrying about that.
Sure.
But if you're directly dealing with that, a la Rear Window, or something like, or a la like. I was gonna honestly say, I was gonna say like this movie that I actually don't like called Diving Bell and Butterfly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know,
I enjoyed that.
Right, and you know, if you're really talking about like vision and how do people, what do they perceive?
It's a very tactile way of trying to articulate that concept.
Well, anyway, this movie does a good job.
Yeah, I always thought that also, by the same token, movies that have to deal with like performance and like the performances that everyone does, whether it's like undercover cops, like so many successful movies like have to do with like putting on a performance.
Amadeus is a perfect
seeing
example.
the cracks in performance.
But theater, can do a really good job of that too, in a way.
Right.
Or at least the themes of theater can do that.
Well, yeah. I agree that it has more to do with the history of theater than with cinema.
Yeah, no, it works in movies. I love it in movies, no shade, but I just think the primacy of vision.
You can almost get more HD with it in movies.
For sure, because you can pick up on the nuances, of the cracks that you're talking about. Whereas, like, if you're just on stage, it's like...
You just see the stakes right there.
My favorite, we were talking about one of my favorite undercover movies, or like kind of like performance... criminal drug wars,
right?
Johnny Toe.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of them, or it just came out.
There's just one.
I'm thinking of one of the other Johnny Toe.
Yeah. There's a bunch of those, like Triad. Yeah, and like whatever.
Yeah, I have still not seen Drug Wars.
You got to see that. That is a masterpiece.
Stakes seem so high. Like
they're so high in that movie.
Like basically, like because in China, if you're caught, smuggling,
right. So, death to all.
Yeah.
In China, if you're caught anything, death. Like if you're caught having sex in Uniqlo,
are you serious?
Death. Well, I mean, you know about that viral video? There is a video that went viral in China about where it was a couple having sex. They filmed themselves having sex in a Uniqlo.
But they weren't put to death.
No.
But one of them died.
No, neither of them died. I just exaggerating because I think it's funny.
I did see like
I watched the video.
A woman fell into an escalator.
Oh my God! I saw that too. This woman riding up an escalator in China, like holding a child, and then she steps off the escalator. You know, she gets to the top, and it collapses, and she's getting mangled in the escalator gears, and then she hands her baby off to like some bystanders who don't help her out really. It is, you can't unsee that.
Yeah. I actually didn't watch it. I just saw stills.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
You can't unsee that.
I'm not really ready to see it.
I had to like, once she was halfway down the machinery, I was like, I'm turning this off.
Yeah.
But I did not want to see her head getting crushed.
You see blood?
No, not really, because it's like someone going, it's basically like someone going down into quicksand.
Sure.
you know.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Have you ever seen a video of that in real life? I haven't. I've only seen it in movies.
Yeah. Probably happens really quick. It's probably like, boop.
So Brent, okay,
yeah.
we've talked about the show's legacy, Kim Cowley's legacy,
the nature of cinema.
Nature of cinema, my legacy.
Viral videos.
What is your legacy?
What is my legacy?
I still feel like we can hear the fan. You don't think?
It's okay.
All right.
Fans there and there.
All right.
There's many fans going.
We have a lot of fans. We have about 1,700 viewers today.
Look at that right there.
Yeah. So what about your?
My legacy is a work in progress, baby.
Brent Cowley, a work in progress, the autobiography. You'll write it when you're 75. Yeah.
I wrote it when I was 24. And
do you keep a journal?
I never really have.
You never have?
Have you?
Yeah, I used to every day write so much. I felt like it helped me. It was therapeutic. Now I don't.
Love to like have that in my blood, but I just don't.
I can't do it anymore. I don't know what my problem is.
It's probably the smartphone.
How do you? Yeah, exactly. It's all the social media. It fucks me up.
Yeah.
How do you are you good at processing things in your mind? I'm such a bad thinker.
What do you mean by processing?
Like I can't do anything in my head. I need to write everything down if I'm dealing with it.
Okay. I'm not even sure what specifically you mean.
I just think
of math.
Ideas.
No, I'm not good at processing that.
Do you write ideas down?
I like forgetting ideas.
Oh, you like that? Don't you kind of hate it?
I don't necessarily like it, but I also like don't
care.
I've never had like a job that requires ideas.
But you consider yourself an artist?
Not really.
Gemini, is that where you work? Gemini?
I did work there. Yeah.
I read a delightful oral history of the place called Ma Maison.
What's Ma Maison?
It was a 70s and 80s restaurant in LA.
Is it across the street from
it was on Melrose.
Yeah.
And it was notoriously like Wolfgang Puck's first foray into cooking. You know, he was 25 years old.
Yeah.
And it became this place where like Jack Nicholson, Orson Welles would go there every day, and Wolfgang Puck would try out his new recipes on Orson Welles. And one interesting part in this, it's in the Hollywood Reporter. It's a pretty nice little oral history. They were talking about how the guy who founded Gemini was a regular, and then he sort of put like Andy Warhol and a few others, like David Hockney, onto it. And then every 6 months, they would change out their menu cover. And like David Hockney and Robert Rauschenberg and all these people did the covers. Pretty tight.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I couldn't find any of them except for the David Hockney one.
I'm pretty sure that place is directly across the street from Gemini.
But it doesn't exist now.
No, it doesn't exist. But, that bakery, Sweet Lady Jane, it's like fairly famous.
Took over that?
I think is in the same area.
I see.
A big kitchen in the back.
I see. Yeah, it was the reason it was founded by some French guy who was like, damn, the weather here is so nice. There's no outdoor eatery in this whole city.
Oh, it was outdoor?
But there was an outdoor patio where everybody's. It was like kind of like really huge, and it had like this sort of thatched roof.
Okay.
But it was like felt outdoors.
That sounds amazing. Every time I heard stories from like the Gemini 60s, 70s, it was very enticing.
Yeah.
It just seemed like a whole different world.
Yeah, I know, right? Are you jelly?
Pretty jelly of that.
Do you think, so you're headed to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Do you think the Pittsburgh of today will be like the LA of the 70s and 60s? So famously, what do you call that?
I'm thinking it'll be like the Portland of the 90s or something.
Okay,
that's my guess.
Got it.
Or the early 2000s.
The Portland of the early 2000s. So there's going to be a lot of
a lot of snow.
A lot of Sweeter Kinney style music.
I'm not sure about that specifically, but I just think like the sort of like lifestyle of the average person is like sort of a humble
post-grad liberal vibe.
Sure.
Do you think it's I feel like there's probably more of a conservative contingent in Pittsburgh than there would have been in Portland. Although, you know, what do they call that? The Northwest Front. The white supremacists call, you know, Washington, Oregon, and Idaho the Northwest Front.
Conservatives up there too.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep track.
So what do you think? So these are the main places where you've lived.
Yeah. Let's list
Providence.
province.
New York, and LA.
And Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, and Philadelphia. Sorry, Philadelphia. Anyway, and now Pittsburgh. We're gonna add Pittsburgh into the mix. And then when you turn 35, it's gonna be San Francisco, probably, or Oakland.
Yeah.
How do you feel? And then probably when you're 50, you will go to Portland, which has been the whole point of your life.
Right.
The whole arc, exactly, is leading up to you.
Henry Rollins moved there 10 years ago. He'll be 70.
And the day you move there, he'll die.
Right.
And you start dating his corpse.
I'll fuck his corpse.
Yeah.
And take over his entire identity.
Yeah. Which you could,
that's
because
the dream.
Yeah, you're doing a great job already.
Get that hair real
so what do you think? I mean, Pittsburgh, are you gonna love it?
I'm not expecting to love it. I'm expecting to go into a program that will be very demanding.
Mm-hmm.
It will be basically like, I don't know, as close as like a med program, like all those things that are like you're working 12, 14 hours a day. I'm
great.
Expecting.
You love to get immersed in assignments, right?
I'm hoping that I will love.
But you have in the past loved to get. Do you feel like the thing that's been missing in your life for the past 10 years are assignments?
Assignments?
Like having like a mentor overlord
I think you're
who expects a lot of you.
Casting me as way more of a scholastic person.
I'm curious.
Yeah,
because I know I need that. I love assignments, and I don't think I've had enough.
I like assignments. I also start to freak out about them and demonize them and become terrified of them. Like I don't have like a very benevolent relationship with assignments. Every once in a while, they can be a real eye-opener.
You don't find that they push you to create work that you're proud of?
Sometimes. If they're good assignments.
Are you good
at a lot of bad assignments?
Are you good at pushing? Yeah, it's true. Are you good at pushing yourself without external forces?
No, but that's part of the reason why I'm going to grad school.
Right.
To work on that skill.
Oh, okay. To
like vivify.
Calibrate, to revivify your motivation to create.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. Well, I congratulate you on your this development. Do you think you'll find a life partner?
Do I think that?
Yeah.
I've been told by one or two people that they expect me to. But I'm not counting on it.
Like they're like, Brent, make us proud.
Yeah.
You have to find a wife.
Brent, you're like a Pittsburgh guy. You should be in Pittsburgh.
You're a Pittsburgh guy.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh girl the Pittsburgh girl of your dreams is waiting for you. Yeah. Well, let's talk about your love life in LA. Now that you're leaving, in hindsight, how would you assess it? You came here with you came here with a girlfriend that you had for 3 years.
That is correct.
Or longer, maybe, or
no, under 3 years at that time.
And then at what, like a year after you moved here, or a year and a half after you moved here, you guys were done.
No, like 3-4 months.
3-4 months after you moved here,
yeah,
you were done. She, your girlfriend at the time was like, I'm here to fucking party. Like, fuck Brent. Like, he's just the man holding me down. He's just the oppressive patriarchal figure.
Your history of this.
Okay, right. And so then you were with just a lonely, horny toad.
Right, because I was in a place where I was working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week.
You were?
Yeah, so it was very hard to like find at that prop house.
Oh, right.
Prop fabrication.
You worked there for 2.5 years?
For 1 year. 1 year and 1
How long have you been here? 4
years?
5 years.
Yeah.
Too long?
I'm not going to say that. No, I think
your time out here,
the right amount of time.
Would you say your time out here has been a total and complete waste?
Not at all.
Okay. What would you say has been good about your last 5 years here?
I would say,
besides our radio show,
as much as it sort of pains me to say, I would say that my job has been a good thing.
Your recent one?
Yeah, at Gemini GEL, which I worked at for a total of 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there was a lot.
Do you feel like you've made lifelong friends there?
They felt like lifelong friends when I was working there.
It felt like we spent a lifetime together, if you know what I mean.
I love the people that I met there and respect them, but I don't know if I'll be like calling them on a weekly basis.
But you'll be calling me, for instance, every other day.
That happens already.
That happens.
It'll just intensify when I'm
when you're okay. So let's get back to your love life. All right. So then you were a horny toad, and you were working 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
But were you ever tempted? Now, when you worked in the props, were most of your coworkers like Latino?
A lot of them were.
Were you ever tempted to potentially engage in homosexual sex with any of them?
No, I wasn't.
Were any of them women? Why? Why is it funny that I say that?
I guess it's just funny because I never would have ever thought. They were just like rough and tumble dudes that were like.
That's usually the best fuck.
You're right. I should have been thinking about that.
Well, it certainly would have made your life story, the Brent work in progress autobiography, a little bit more of a bestseller.
I was just telling a friend of mine that I think I was fantasizing with other homosexual lovers at the time. Like
who?
Like Ashland Mines.
Oh yeah, did you have fantasies about him?
I didn't have fantasies about him, but I thought, hey, if I'm going to like
do that,
if I'm gonna go gay, I might as well go big when I go gay.
Are you referring to the potential size of Ash? I mean, are you speculating on Ashland's size, or you mean just because he is explicitly a gay man, as opposed to the people, the Latino coworkers that you had who are totally straight homophobes who probably called you a married cunt a lot behind your back?
Right, exactly. That's what I mean by that, not the size.
Okay, if you had to put yourself on a spectrum between racist and rapist, which would you say you're closer to?
I'm gonna say I'm right in the middle.
Okay, great, good answer.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I've actually I've just been fixated. I've just been fixated on those two words because they're literally just swap out one letter, and those seem to be huge words in our at least in our social media discourse nowadays, in our liberal media online
even more so
PC.
In the last couple of years.
Yeah, these days exactly. So I just think it's you know, it'd be a good name for an art show too. Racist or rapist.
You should just outlaw those letters, at least R and A.
What would you do during Wheel of Fortune?
I don't know. We'll just have to live without them. We'll figure out a way through.
What's a game like that? Is there like a game like that where they don't let you use certain letters? Hangman or something?
Like other languages?
Yeah, other languages.
Are those considered games?
Okay. So then you're a single guy. Sure. And then you enter into another relationship with a much younger girl. Right. What was the age difference between you and your basically long-term girlfriend in LA?
It was 9 years.
9-year difference. Yeah, she's 9 years younger than you.
Yeah.
And what's the age difference between you and your sister?
6 years.
She's 6 years older.
Yeah.
And do you feel like she?
There?
I'm doing the numerology. If you combine those two, it gets 69.
Okay.
Do you think your parents conceived of you in a 69 formation?
Like my mom spat the cum that my dad shot into her mouth. Into her vagina?
Hey man, you said it, not me. Okay, I don't know how you were. I don't know how you were born.
Would happen in that position.
I mean, it could just be part of the foreplay that led to your birth.
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't trying to like come up with a new way of making a baby.
Yeah.
Did you promote this episode at all?
No.
I didn't.
No one promotes these episodes, right? Like, I don't see.
I promoted the first few, but then it's just
now it's like it's a safe space.
It's a safe. No. This is a dangerous space. So.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to.
Are you scared? Okay, and do you feel like you and your sister are in different generations?
Well, 6 years, like, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how generations are defined.
Well, do you feel like you and your long-term girlfriend in LA
was different people?
Yeah, I guess so. You're right.
But I thought generations are more like 20 years. Or something.
And how do you look back upon that relationship in hindsight?
My sister?
No. That you had your intimate relationship.
It's like still pretty fresh.
You can't assess it right now.
I don't really have a way of assessing.
Well, you went out for what? 3.5 years? 4 years?
3 years.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your real face. You're looking at my face in the in the mirror.
Well, let me look you deep in the eyes, Brent, right now, and let me just say, when you're with someone, a lot of times, or not a lot, but sometimes you say, I just like to be single for a second, you know?
Sure.
And then when you're single, you say a lot of times, like, God, I wish I was with someone.
Right.
And now that you're, how quick, I mean, if you had to predict, how long is it going to take before you're basically in a fully committed one-on-one relationship in Pittsburgh? A month?
No.
5 months?
I would think there's a good chance I will
not even
a whole year without a committed relationship.
That's a lot of mayonnaise jars to fill, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just saying, if we're like taking the past as an example.
Right, the past.
Like, you ran through my relationships in LA. Like, there was a good almost 2 years between.
How many
Logan
times did you hook up
Haley.
between Logan and Haley? That 2-year period of singleness as a bachelor, the sexy, as a sexy 30, yeah, that's the point of the show. The sexy 30-year-old bachelor.
Yeah.
How many sexual partners did you think you had?
Not as many as most people would have.
5? Well, it's okay.
3.
3.
Yeah.
And did you like raw dog it with all of them?
Does that mean have unprotected
That's
sex
right.
with them?
That's right.
This is really opening up.
Well, you don't have to answer it, but here's what I'll say. I read that unprotected sex is on the rise.
Okay.
Why do you think?
I'm going to say that I didn't raw dog it.
You had protected
sex.
I had
protected sex in between them.
In
between the larger relationships.
Okay, yeah, that's great. And you've been tested.
Yes.
And you're a clean guy.
I'm a clean guy. Knock on wood.
Yeah. How do you like my new hairdo?
I love your new hairdo.
Isn't it kind of funny?
I always am amazed. The night of my birthday when you showed up, that was like the perfect bouffant.
Cool, man. I'm glad I could do it for you.
You really did it right then.
You had a good birthday, Brent. A good sushi, whatever.
I enjoyed it. It went really late. I went to
Did you go to All-Star Lanes?
I went to All-Star Lanes.
I heard the show at El Cid was actually good.
Yeah,
you didn't go to that.
Gone there.
Yeah, I heard that was really good.
I probably would have preferred to have gone there.
What was the party you went to?
Went to a party. It was a girl's birthday party named Mona Palmer.
Oh, yeah. She seems cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
I sent her a message on Facebook like a few months ago being like, you're cool. Because I read an interview she did with some artist that I thought was interesting. Because she does the voyeur store and blog or whatever.
I should get deep into the voyeur. I haven't read that.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff there, you know. Yeah. So I was like, you seem cool, but I don't think I've ever really had a convo with her IRL.
Yeah.
So you went to her birthday party and did you talk to her?
Yeah, we talked. And it was chill.
Cool. Rock on.
And then I went to sleep at 5 in the morning.
Oh, because y'all talk deep into the night, or just because the party went?
Partly, the party was really fun. And I ran into my friends from New York from the band Yesayer.
Oh, your old college chums.
Yeah.
Connor's old roommate.
Right, exactly.
I think him and Connor got into a feud, but who knows? Maybe they buried it. But I was going to say, hey, man, I told you that if you ended up doing something fun that night, give me a call.
Didn't I call you?
I don't know. Did you text me?
I think I texted
you. You said I'm going to this house party?
This house party is going to rule.
Huh.
It's 2 a.m. What did you end up doing?
Well, we went to the Mocha for Step and Repeat.
Right.
And then we went to Night Gallery.
Okay.
And then I think around 12:30, Joan and I were like, fuck this. We hate art world shit.
Yeah.
We're going to go home and watch a movie and bone.
That sounds good.
I think we did that. But, I always like to go to a house party. I think that's like a good environment for me.
I wish you had been there, man.
Next time. No FOMO.
Yeah. There was a little Sam Block appearance.
Okay. Do you think you're gonna be in a band in Pittsburgh? I think one of the things that was missing. I mean, like you
in my life.
Yeah, I mean you were playing music for a hot second with Connor and Cal, but you need to play music more in your life. I think
that would be fun.
I think you need to be more.
Yeah, tell me all the things.
Okay. Here's what you need to do. 1, you need to have a badass bitch by your side.
All right.
Okay.
Check.
Someone who's proud of all of your intellect, who can keep your drinking on check, you know?
Right. Someone who doesn't enable.
Who doesn't enable you, but in fact keeps you sober because that's when you're at your best.
Right.
And someone who, and then, okay, that's one thing. But then you yourself need to play music more, all right?
Okay.
I'm looking you in the eyes right here through the camera. You need to play music more, okay?
Right.
And you need to be more involved in the creative sphere. Now, LA, of course, can be a pretty intimidating space. I mean, I am an egomaniacal and aggressive character, and I haven't fully been able to get a strong foothold in places where I want to have, you know, a place, Hollywood or whatever.
Sure.
Or maybe even the art world, who knows? Even Kanye West can't get a good foothold in the art world, and that man conquers so many industries. So
he would trade 2 Grammys.
Right, that's something he said, right? Did you just read the headline or you read the article?
I read a couple articles about that. The LACMA premiere.
Uh-huh.
Kanye, I love that guy.
I love him, too. I mean, maybe you're kidding, but I am a fan.
No, I do.
He's like, you know how like there's Mario and there's Wario?
Right, he's the Mario.
No. I would say Kanye West is to Mario as Donald Trump is to Wario.
Oh, wow.
Because they're both instigators. They're both out on a mission. Right. They're both causing, you know, they're going through tunnels and they're collecting coins. Right. They're collecting coins and they're growing when they take the mushrooms and whatever. And they're trying to save the princess. But one's doing it for good. I think Kanye is doing it for good. And one is doing it for evil. Trump.
Yeah. Isn't it great to have supervillains in the world?
I am looking forward to, and I think this date is actually coming quite soon, when I will be the proud owner of a Donald Trump Make America Great Again hat. Have you seen him wearing this white hat that's kind of like this almost NWA-ish hat that look reversed? It's all white with black lettering and it says Make America Great Again.
Just the initials of it?
No. I mean, it just has this very minimalist, almost like 80s, like Raiders-esque.
Black on white.
White hat, black letter.
Yeah.
It's very minimal, you know. You haven't seen it?
No.
Let me just show you. Okay, we're
Can you share the screen?
Oh,
it's so small. Oh no. Okay, all right.
Yeah, maybe.
It just looks like a horrible
I know it's really poorly designed. I mean, can we share it? I think probably.
It's just gonna change the.
What if it ruins everything?
Probably.
All right, fuck it.
All right.
Anyway, we can't do it. But you guys look it up.
Yeah, he looks really badass wearing it.
And I will too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really funny. It has like this, like I kind of
wish it was like more like Run DMC like style, like, you know, sans serif font.
It's pretty. Look, it's pretty like nice. I mean, it's minimal in this way that's funny, and like the idea that he wants to make America great again.
Right.
He's
of course. How could he not?
I don't know. Like, what is exceptional now?
American exceptionalism?
Is there such a thing as something being exceptional? Like Brent, like if if you meet this girl of your dreams,
right?
And again, your whole future in my mind is revolved around that. It has nothing to do with school.
Sure.
And she said, "Brent, the government's after me.
Okay.
You know, we need to get off the grid. Would you go off the grid with her?
Like just like drop out of life or like fully? Like
you would provide your own food, water, housing, and you just wouldn't be using technology. You wouldn't be
America somehow.
Somewhere in America, but you just
North Dakota.
Yeah, you could stream movies, but you just wouldn't be participating in social media. You could still visit your friends. You could go to shows and stuff, but you wouldn't buy anything.
But we'd have to like make sure not to make too big of a splash because the government's after her.
Well, yeah, the government's after her.
Right.
She will definitely not be making any income. You probably won't have a job either if you really want to be off the grid, but you will be somehow making money. Maybe you'll be selling
fantasy world,
your paintings
we're
online.
Like living fairly comfortable. It's just all about unplugging.
I don't want to say super comfortable. I'd say you're scraping by in a way that's admirable and humble.
Okay. And you're saying, would I choose that lifestyle?
Yeah, for the right girl.
Just in general, I could see choosing that lifestyle. Should I
don't
make it as loud as possible?
No, don't create, like...
Don't make waves.
Yeah, well, don't make peaks.
Yeah. So, are you saying you would hate doing that? Like, that would be like...
This isn't about me. This is about you.
It's always about both of us. That's a true interviewer.
Speaking of personal hell, I recently wrote an idea for a movie, and then when I finished, I said, maybe this is a play. But you tell me, Brent. Okay.
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Straight up.
It's about two characters. One is sort of a social media darling a la Kim Kardashian, who maybe became famous through a sex tape, and then is basically her whole world revolves around maintaining all of her, like, you know, her virtual persona and making appearances and endorsing shit, okay?
Yeah.
And she's about to get on this airplane to go to, like, this big, to give a speech or fake DJ at some place, okay?
Yeah, okay.
At the same time, we're tracking with a ISIS-inspired and potentially trained domestic terrorist,
okay, who,
you know, fully believes in a sort of radical form of Islam, and just sees Western sort of capitalism and atheism as a sort of like completely heathenistic lifestyle, and sees this woman as a personification of that. And of course,
seeing like news reports about her, like
she's already a target before it begins, and he basically hijacks her plane,
okay,
kills everyone on it, and except for her, and kidnaps her, and then they get into long sort of philosophical discussions about their different lifestyles and which one has more value. And then they fuck.
I think you should write the script and have James Toback directed it.
I think James Toback should write the script and I'll direct it.
All right. Or just collaborate.
With Toback.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, and he's of course, speaking of famous rapists, he's of course going to be doing the casting calls for the female lead.
Right, of course.
He's going to be standing outside of every 24-hour fitness and Gold's Gym in LA.
There's so many like Instagram models you could snipe for that.
I mean, it'd be great to actually get like Kim Kardashian or Paris Hilton.
Sure. I think that would definitely deeply enrich it.
Coup.
Or you know, like Vanessa Hudgens or something.
Well, I'm not trying to make Spring Breakers 2. You know. Spring Breakers, what a squandered opportunity.
All right, so I think that should be a movie, not a...
Oh, great. Thank you. Yeah, I sent it one...
I don't know if it would work as a play.
I love the part about just cross-cutting between their two realities. Like, actually really...
I think that seems really hard to accomplish in a play.
Yeah, of course. Well, the play would just be like the second act. But, like, I love the idea of starting her thing at, like, a lawyer's office drafting a will.
Right.
Like, I love the idea of the social media start drafting a will.
Her will.
Yeah, and then she has the password to all her social media accounts. And just she's really thinking about her legacy. And I thought about this because of I'm reading Tolstoy's Confession, where he basically comes to the conclusion that the main value of faith is to give a meaning to life because it creates a value for life after you're dead. And now we almost don't need to have a value for life after we're dead.
Going back to the legacy.
Because we have this digital virtual legacy.
Sure. Okay.
And for a lot of these, I think...
But was Tolstoy a believer? Like
he became a hardcore believer.
And he believed that there was an afterlife. It wasn't just a thing that like...
he was a skeptic for a long time and just sort of like a casual, like kind of like Christian or occasionally atheist.
Yeah.
And just sinful in the way that like maybe St. Augustine or something was like sinful. And then he became a hardcore believer. Like in the last 10 years of his life, he basically worked with peasants every day in the field for like 6 or 7 hours a day, and then would go to church and pray with them and eat with them, and then he would write.
And he thought the entire reason for doing that was...
Well, no, that was his main value. That's what basically like affirmed faith for him, was this idea.
And he wrote this at the Confession at like
basically,
a fulcrum point.
He wrote it basically right before his death.
Right.
It was the last thing he wrote.
Tolstoy.
I mean, he's a transparent fool. I mean, I'll take Dostoevsky any day over Tolstoy. But
I've only read Dostoevsky.
You never read Anna Karenina or War and Peace or something.
I want to dive in at some point in my life. I don't know.
It's good to read, and it is lyrical.
Yeah.
In a way that seems much more organic than, let's say, Dostoevsky, but the ideas in it are much less like timeless.
Right.
They seem much more frozen or something like that, and like I don't know, whatever. They grapple with mortality, which I think we all do.
Sure.
I don't know where Eric is, but we're coming kind of down to the wire.
We are down to the wire.
So, Eric's not coming?
Up?
Eric's not coming, Brian says. So we can keep going for hours. But I think we should just maybe in the next 5 to 10 minutes wrap it up.
Of course. What else? We can get work function.
Right.
Work function.
Are you going to take over?
I am.
Cool.
Okay.
So we're going to get out of here in 5 to 10.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Do you think this is going well, or do you think this is mad boring?
No, it's been very funny. I liked some of the film discussions, especially it follows.
Did you like that film?
I haven't seen it yet. But probably tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
The Mario Wario debate. that really played well with your
over
audience.
there with our audience.
So yeah.
Oh, thanks, Brian. We need a lot. But then I guess hour number 2, we've always lamented. We've always lamented the death of the 2-hour Brent huge time slot.
That would be a lot to take on talking for 2 hours.
Look,
what's the longest that you've done?
Like an hour and 10. So I guess bottom line is, okay, let me ask you a question. When you first moved to LA, the things that you thought were the coolest, like in terms of music or movies or art, that you thought were just like so on point.
Okay.
Are they different than what you think in those fields now? What did you think was like next level, if you can remember?
Next level? I mean, I wouldn't describe things as next level.
What were your favorite
That was
things?
definitely like 5+ years ago. I was really vibing on Ariel Pink.
Right.
Like I was really.
I think
really
maybe a lot of people were
enjoying his like entire oeuvre, and it's like kind of culmination with that before today. Yeah. And then I
you're not
subsequently actively disliked a lot of the stuff he's come out with.
Yeah. Or maybe you just haven't really enjoyed the last 2 albums.
Sure.
Is that what you're saying?
No, just You've
actively disliked
a lot of the songs on a lot of the albums. Yeah, I love like some of the singles on those records, but like the more like Zappa-esque experimentation, I just find
goofy experiment.
Very rough to listen to.
Yeah, you think they're insulting?
A little bit.
Okay, and now what has taken the place of your former hero?
Oh no, it's just more multifarious.
But what do you think is like really good right now, music-wise? It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be contemporary.
In the last year or so, like I've almost become more out there with like my entire like fucking too much genre thing. So
I don't know what you mean. I mean, now I'm just imagining. I kind of zoned out.
I'll like go from like listening to like 50s jazz to like hardcore punk or whatever, you know. It's like, there's no like unifying theme that I can.
Like, what about Odd Future though?
I never listened to Odd Future. Every
what about
Tyler the Creator record that's come out since 2010 has been really bad in my estimation. But but I really enjoy some of the stuff on like 92.3, like I don't know, Ray Shremmerd or
No Flex Zone. Yeah.
Or Kanye West.
Wow.
I enjoy that stuff.
Okay, good.
Drake.
Drake, yeah.
But
I love the new Drake song, or the recent one. I think it's called Energy, or like it's about enemy. Like,
enemies. Got a lot of
enemies. Yeah, trying to take my energy. Yeah.
So there's a lot of Drake songs
on the radio right now.
Yeah, because like probably like half of his last mixtape is just being played on radio.
Singled. It's being singled out.
Being singled out. Just like,
would you ever go on a TV dating show now that you're a single guy?
No. Can you believe that Chris Hardwick is like a cultural icon.
Well, they went in two funny directions, right? So Chris Hardwick basically branded himself, because that's a popular word now, branding, as an official nerd.
Right.
Like the nerd. He even has a site called The Nerdist.
Yeah.
And he's doing well in that world. And then Jenny McCarthy is basically the spokesperson for the anti-vaxxers.
Oh, right. I forgot that was like her thing. Wow.
Right? And that's like probably one of the least nerdy things, because it's steeped in a very falsely predicated mumbo jumbo science. Like all of those people who are anti-vaxxers believe
like nerds would be into.
Yeah, but all of those anti-vaxxers like truly
it's like breeder nerds. Anyway, is that a good place to end on?
No. Just talk about yourself. The good place to end on is, Brent, I want to ask you, like 3 years from now, the ideal Brent Cowley existence is
I own a house and a dog.
You own the dog.
Yeah. I rent the dog. I own the house.
I mean,
that actually would be nice.
You know, a lot of people,
at will.
when a lot of people have a dog, the dog ends up owning them.
That's what you're trying to say, is that I'll be the pooch.
I mean, you're the one who's picking up the shit, bruh.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I envision myself being alone with the dog, not in a relationship.
Okay, that sounded a little bit pervy.
Exactly.
I'm going to be alone.
Like, I'm going to abuse the dog, both physically and sexually, because no one will be around.
Hashtag PETA!
Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah. Alicia Silverstone. Sam Anderson. 90s icons, hashtag.
I would never abuse a dog, but
would you ever abuse me?
Like, not taking any shit from the dog.
But picking up the shit from the dog.
Right, of course.
Okay. And then where's your house? What part of the country? Oakland? Probably Oakland.
I would like to live here.
Oh, okay. They call it Silicon Beach.
Yeah, Venice or Mount Washington. I don't know. Where do you see yourself in 3 years? I've never asked you that because it's such a weird question.
Yeah, right, exactly. Why would anyone ever ask me that? That's such a only a dumbass question I can ask other people. 3 years? I gave myself a deadline. Like, if I am not in a place where I have had something that a large swath of people have seen and I am vaguely in demand by the age of 33 as a filmmaker, I gotta give up.
And like move on to something else.
Just fucking lawyer or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that seems rational. Basically the timeline that
so much pain in my life, so much struggle, like too much struggle, like too much.
Right. I decided to go back to school basically right after I turned 33. So it's like a good place to be.
I mean, I'm just saying that I'm just saying that basically because like every single time I talk to my parents, they give me shit. Like actually, I'll keep going. I'll keep going until I fucking die. But I basically, the problem is.
That's a line you like feed your parents?
Yeah, like 33. Right. The problem is that I am a smart person with lots of resources and I hope to God some level of talent.
Yeah.
But I'm living the lifestyle of a pathetic drug addict. Like
who never does drugs.
I don't use any drugs.
I guess that would be my question.
That's sad.
If you would ever sort of like change gears for a limited time, just to like make your life more comfortable, like go and like make your money somewhere and then come back recharged.
I mean,
is that a possibility?
Yeah, for sure. Like when I do end up writing, I end up writing everything in the course of like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Like I'll be working on like a treatment, like a 20-page treatment for like a month and a half.
Right.
And I'll actually have written most of it over the course of 15 hours.
Yeah.
But I need to put it all. But maybe if I had a full-time job, I'd still have those 15 hours.
Yeah, you gotta get a full-time job where you make more than $100,000 a year. Work that for 2.5 years.
We sound like such tools.
Just be writing treatments and like fucking choosing the best treatment out of your 100 treatments, and then go back and take your money.
It's not about me, Brent. It's about you. All right, so
That's my vision for you.
Thank you, man.
What's your vision for me?
My vision for you is you have.
Raping the dog.
No, you have 2 But okay, this is a future world. This is 3 years from now. So in the future, one of the main innovations for youth culture they're going to have are these sorts of tattoos that if you touch them or rub them a certain way, they become invisible.
Right.
And then if you rub them again, they become back to visible. And you're going to have 2 really funny big ones on your face.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, there are my fake glasses. Yes. Okay, great.
Shit.
Okay, so you're going to have 2 on your face.
2 on my face.
One is going to be just like a cool tribal, but the other one is going to be like a big dick.
Oh, wow. That's your vision.
Yeah, okay. What else? Okay, you're also one crazy fashion trend from 3 years from now is that everyone is we're basically, because of global warming, no one's gonna wear pants anymore.
Right.
Everyone's gonna wear really, really furry, puffy, like kind of Speedo tighty whities.
Okay. Right.
As
so
like
it's really hot still, like right.
Yeah. Oh my God! Everyone has swamp ass and sweaty nuts. Yeah.
Fur.
Exactly. And you will have a dog, but the dog will be a robot, and it will talk. And in the future, this talking robot dog will go like into work for you. Like once every 2 weeks, you'll have to come in and do like the really complicated human. No, you have to do really complicated human stuff where it's like, you know, talking to people in China and like just kind of like conceptualizing stuff. But the other 13 days out of the week, because a week in the future is going to be 14 days. Yeah, the robot dog will do. So, and you are married. But weirdly enough, based off of the seed that was planted in your brain tonight, it's to one of your male Latino former coworkers from the Proud House. Yeah, well, no, you guys,
like
you right after school, after you finished up this design program, you went back to LA, and you haven't bought a car yet, so you're taking the bus, and you bump into the guy,
right?
Because he's taking the bus because I don't know, he's on parole because he was giving people like illegal versions of this tattoo, and he told them it was going to be able to go invisible, but he gave them like permanent non-invisible tattoos.
I'm seeing an Arctic Monkeys video right here.
Well, tell Aaron.
This is how you do your treatment.
Tell Aaron Brown, because he's their video go-to guy.
All right. I'll let him know.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm loving your future and I'm loving your present. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Bleed. Brent, I want to thank you for everything.
3.5 years.
Everything, all of the pleasure and joy that you have brought me as a co-DJ. Like
it's been a good 3 years.
I feel privileged to have spent that time with you, and I can only wish you the best in your travels.
Cool.
And I hope to see updates on the internet.
You will.
Of most of your collages and creative work is usually black and white in nature.
Sometimes.
I'm hoping to see some splashes.
I have a lot of color collages.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping to pay attention to splashes of color.
Pay attention to this.
In the future. And just one more time, that's been another episode of Open Up and Bleed with our dear friend Brent Cowley. Tune in next week for episode 8. We will have Molly Lambert. I'm just throwing that out there so I can guilt her into being
Molly Lambert
on the air.
Old friend from Providence.
Woo! I can't jump.